Welcome to Geneva Airport. I got so lucky. That's the metro. It took 7 minutes from Geneva Central train station. Really good service and complimentary today. I'll let you know about it in a wee second. Only literally cost, it was like 2 Swiss francs, just under £2. Let's head up to the airport and we'll see what it's like inside. Quite an expensive city, Geneva. Is the airport even more crazy? We'll wait and see in a minute. I'll tell you who I'm flying with and where I'm going. Okay, so this is the metro station now, old Dunkin' Donuts up there. This is the metro station, a very, very good service they've got here for transportation. Basically, the train I thought came every 10-12 minutes, but I got to Geneva Central and stupidly took the wrong way from that youth hostel. And I got there and there was a train leaving in 1 minute, but I hadn't bought a ticket yet. So I had a dilemma to go on the train, it was right next to it, or to wait for the next one, which was half an hour. So I thought, right, it's 7 minutes, I'll see if I can maybe get on it. So I got on it and I spoke to a guy who works for one of the airlines, and he was like, don't know if they'll share a ticket. He says, but you can buy them online at the CFF website. So I quickly went on there to see if it was possible, and it was a bit tricky because it was in French and it wouldn't translate. So I thought, right, knowing my luck, somebody's going to come and inspect the ticket. It's only a 7-minute journey, and there was a nice wee toilet there, so I just went to the toilet for 5 minutes, and then I came out just as the train was stopping. Don't tell anybody that, but keep that between us, okay? The pizza place up the top there as well. So okay, depart and check-in up the stairs. There's all the flights going today. Oh, let's see if my flight is on time. I don't see it on the board. It's a bit. Oh, okay, it is. I got a time wrong. Okay, right, let's head up here. Okay, let's head outside the metro, and it takes us right into the airport. Look how close this is to the airport. Absolutely brilliant. Reminds me a wee bit of kind of Malaga, just the airport, right, the metro right across from the airport. I think all the airports should have a metro system. Makes a difference. Couple of pound, or if you're in the toilet, nothing. Don't do that, okay? You're risking a fine. Right, the reason I wanted to be here reasonably early, I'm here 2 hours before my flight. For me that's quite early, is because I've got some Swiss francs that I need to spend here, because who knows whether I'll be back to Switzerland. I think I might be. I actually thought it was really nice, Geneva. It's a one day job, I wouldn't spend any longer than a day in it. But some other nice places, there's Zurich, there's Basel, some other nice looking places I might get to one time in Switzerland. It is pricey, mind you. Right, let's head in here. Right, I forgot to tell you, never stay in that hostel, the Geneva hostel. I don't know who is giving it half decent reviews, okay reviews on booking.com. That place was horrendous, one of the worst places I have ever stayed in. My fault, I did no air conditioning, but what could I do? I couldn't pay £200 for a hotel. And I went back to the room at midnight. Another 3 people had joined me in the room, so there was 4 in the room, which wasn't bad, because if it was, could have been 8, right? And the room was hotter than hell. It was unsleepable in. I could hardly get any sleep during the night. Just kept waking up, just absolutely sweating buckets. So I don't know how that hostel gets bookings. I mean, I know how, because it's obviously a lot cheaper than everywhere else, but they make no attempt. There's no fans in the rooms or anything. The reception area is roasting. I mean, the poor staff must be roasted working in there. So the reception area, there was no respite. Kind of false economy for a hostel as well, because see if the reception area is nice and airy, they've got good Wi-Fi, they've got PC stations, they've got a nice bar, they've got loads of people staying in it and spending money. But what I noticed for that hostel, let's go in here, what I noticed for that hostel is loads of people were sitting outside the hostel. So nobody's spending money in it. So they're saving money in the aircon, but nobody's spending money in the place. It was a terrible hostel, one of the worst I've stayed in. Don't stay in it. It might be okay in the kind of colder months, but height of summer, no chance. Where are we going here? Now, here's an interesting fact here. The French sector is through here. So in theory, you can do 2 countries in this airport. You can do Switzerland and France. I'm not quite sure how it works, mind you. The Swiss check-in. I think I'm going back the way up to check in. I'll tell you how much I paid for this flight in a wee minute. I'm flying with EasyJet today, and there's some bad news where I'm flying to. It's not the worst news, to be fair. I'm exhausted. Thanks if you follow me on the journey in this trip. This is now day 7, and if you've missed the previous videos, all the other places we've been in, just check them out, that's all I can say. So there is the French sector down here. So if you go to check-in 109 121, I think in theory you can go through to France here, but you need to have a boarding pass. I think maybe it's going to let you through. I'm not 100% sure. I am not risking going through there, because if I go through there, no my luck, I'll get stuck and I won't get back to my flight. Right, so we're sticking to Switzerland. Right, let's head in to security. Okay, we're up the stairs now. Saying on the board are going to be gates A, B, C, D or E there. And security is just up here on the left hand side. It's a bit of a strange setup for security. There's hardly any room to actually go into security there, so we'll see what it's like on the other side. But just a wee heads up, if you're here loads of time, unlike me, right, if you're here in loads of time, get time to kill, then there's a food court here which includes McDonald's, Le Bar, pasta place, 7 Spices, what's that in Indians? We'll check out some of the prices, I think, as we go in here further. Okay, got a Starbucks up the back here. It's massive, this place. What is it for a bottle of Coke? About £4.50 for a bottle of Coke. A bottle of water, as I say, water's really expensive here, I've noticed. I'm don't get wrong, everything's quite expensive, but you know what I mean. Starbucks there as well, 7 Spices, pasta place, Starbucks at the back. So quite a good food court before you actually go in to the airport. They've got a wee lunch deal on here. Look at this, you'll save £1 if you get that, or you get it for £1. There we go, wee lunch deal. Okay, let's head through security. It's up here on the left hand side and we'll see what's on the other side. Okay, but magazine shops here as well. There's quite a lot of wee shops before you actually go into the airport, before you actually scan through here. If you're flying to the UK like I am today, yes, breaking news, we're going back to Edinburgh, then I need to get the bus to Glasgow. Oh, disaster. But we'll see what's through here anyway, because I need to spend some of my money. And if you're flying to the UK, I'd imagine more than likely you're always in one of these gates, A, B, C, D, E, and security is just here on the left hand side. So I need to turn the camera off just now. Okay, there's the priority lane, I'm not in that. Okay, through security in 2 minutes. First time ever, the security guy says have a nice flight. How much is a cap here? These are nice, aren't they? I have bought these before, but they did not last long. What's the price on them? 29. Okay, so it's about £26 for that cap. No thanks. Let's see what else is about here. We'll head to the duty free, maybe we'll see the price of drinks and stuff like that. 40% off Boss stuff here. There we go. Oh, wee pair of Lacoste trainers. How much do you think Lacoste trainers are here? 130 Swiss francs, so again, what's that? Take about 9-10% off that, so yeah, 117, 118 pounds. But they have got a sale on the bags, don't you worry, got a sale on the bags. Right, let's head somewhere else. That's security there. A wee Swiss chocolate store just before you leave to take a wee memento back, look. Cool wee canister tins there as well. Obviously they've got the Toblerone here, which they always have. Okay, so it's more than likely you're going to be in gates A, B, C, D, E if you're travelling to the UK. And I've got a lot of viewers from outside the UK, to be fair, so that may be a different part of the airport for you. We've obviously got quite a lot of watch shops here. Being in Switzerland, of course, I think this is where the first watch was invented, I think, actually, Rolex. Oh, we've got a disco going on here, just bad timing for me. Let's see what food places I've got, but that's what I'm really interested in, to be honest with you. We have got a beach over here, a beach club. Ralph Lauren Polo. Even the airport is upmarket. Even the airport, there's not any cheap shops. Right, here is a wee beach here. They're just selling suntan lotion and stuff like that. Where I'm going, I'm not going to need it, obviously, going back to Edinburgh. Duty free, we'll check out in a wee second. There's the food places over there. We'll check that out. Let's check out the duty free, see if we can get some bargains in here. I think they're going back here. Are the prices much more expensive than in the city centre? I don't know about that. Tell you something, it smells amazing in here, the perfume. Just seen the biscuit, the Glenfiddich and stuff like that, Swiss chocolates. It's about £25 for that box of chocolates. That is outrageous, that might be the title, crazy outrageous prices. £25 for a box of chocolates, jeez oh. Bottle of champagne, it's about £45, £46. A cheaper one here up the top back there, it's about £36, £37. Bottle of Baileys. That doesn't seem too bad for the Baileys. That's what, about £13. And the Smirnoff, how much is that? £19.32 for Captain Morgan. Estimated price. Oh look, they've already converted it for me. That's absolutely brilliant. £16.59. It's a bit less than actually I thought that one. Nice to convert it for the video. Jägermeister. I am not a fan of shots at all. Any shots. Okay, let's get to some Scottish whiskies or Irish whiskies. Bottle of Grant's. What's that, about £28, £27, £28 roughly. Yeah, you're probably better waiting to get back home. Label 5, heard that's quite nice if you're into that sort of stuff as well. Oh look at this, that's pretty cool. We age, we blend, we age again. Jorts, that's going to cost you about 70 quid roughly, give or take a few pounds, £70 probably. How much is it for a bottle of wine in the duty free? Well, it'll vary depending on what you're buying. Sell this everywhere, I've noticed in Geneva. What's that, about 16 quid? Various prices here, look at this, a pricey one isn't it? Over £40 for a bottle of wine. And then it goes up to over £50. Have you got any even more expensive than that? I don't know. Nah, to be fair there's not. And there's one, a really cheap one, look, under £7 I think that is. So we have found the cheap one, and amongst all the really expensive ones, another one up the top, 45. I don't really know anything about wine, so you can let me know if these are good deals or not. No, I'm not getting any Jägermeisters. Okay, there's a common theme here. The chocolate is outrageously priced. I mean, that is like, what is that, £11 roughly? Give or take, either side of it a wee bit. £11 for just a bar of chocolate. It's unbelievable. Right, let's head out here, see what else we've got. I'm looking for the food options here. I just want to thank you if you watched any of the Geneva videos. I don't know how many I ended up doing, maybe 6 or 7. It was a very quick trip. Obviously landed in the afternoon, spent one afternoon, one night doing the videos, and then now I'm flying back to Edinburgh with EasyJet. This flight, I just went on to Skyscanner and I looked for the cheapest flight back to Edinburgh or Glasgow Prestwick, as Ryanair call it, and the Edinburgh one was the cheapest. It wasn't that cheap because I literally booked it last minute. It was £92. So this is the dearest flight in the series. You can see we started off with quite a cheap flight. If you've been watching the previous videos, you'll know where I've been. If you've not, I'll leave a link to some of the other videos, and I'll link to all the Geneva videos at the end. You can check out where I've been in some of the cheapest flights out of Europe, and one going into Asia where I've done videos as well. A jazz cafe, this sums Geneva up really. Who has a jazz cafe in their airport? Yes, it's definitely a really nice place, Geneva. It is expensive. This is where you need to weigh up the pros and cons, depends what you like, because I've really enjoyed seeing it. But would I go here compared to likes of Prague, that's half the price for everything? Probably not. How cool is that jukebox? Prague is different than Geneva, I'm not saying they're saying, you can't really compare the same, right? But, let's check out some of the prices here. In the jazz cafe, so they've actually got a guy singing here at times, I think. That wee video, somebody singing there, I don't know. Okay, so they're about £10–11. To be fair, airports are really expensive, so you can't expect that. Yeah, bottle of Coke's about £4.50. I'd like to say I'll wait to the flight, because the flight's going to be cheaper, but I need to spend some of the Swiss francs, and I'm really thirsty and hungry. Oh look, they've got a wee jazz club. I don't think that's there, they're showing the TV, but what a cool place. Okay, let's head over here, see what other food options I've got. I don't know if through here if I get anything like McDonald's or Burger King, if you're looking just for kind of fast food. It might not even be the case I've got that. Maybe I'm missing things, I don't know if there's any other things I've missed. I might need to go to the Jazz Cafe. This is another wee connoisseur chocolate place, look at this. That does look amazing, to be fair, doesn't it? Oh, is that a mint one? Is it? They do look amazing. I'm scared to ask the price there. Look at this, a wee food cart, what are they selling? Croissants and stuff like that. Right, so I don't know what gate I'm going to be going from. I might update this when I get to know the gate, because this looks quite big down here, as if there's more stuff down here. Let's have a wee look and see. I've not found anywhere I can just sit down and relax and have some food yet, apart from the Jazz Cafe place there. I'll wait and see. Yeah, so thanks if you watched the video in Geneva. I had two choices. When I was flying at my last destination, the flights that suited me were going to Geneva and Basel, or Basel, I don't know how you pronounce it, I think it's Basel. And the problem was I couldn't get back from Basel. It was too difficult to get back. They had one flight, I think, and it was like £240. So this is why I went to Geneva. And then I realised the hotel prices in Geneva were crazy, so I had to stay, obviously, in the hostel, which you would have seen. £3.50 for a wee bag of sweets there. Oh, this wee place has got Pringles and stuff like that, so much is Pringles. It's not too bad actually. What's that, about £2.70, £2.80 for Pringles? That's standard airport prices. Who's buying the postcards these days? Somebody must be. Got anything else down here? Let's see. I've got a wee book shop here as well, magazines. Okay, just a wee random souvenir shop. Let's see if there's anything else down here, and hopefully I'm not too far away from my gate. Got this wee cool place here. Viva Latina. Okay, it's an interesting wee place. We're down at gates A1 to 7 down there, and this is gates D down here as well. I have seen this restaurant across there inside, but I don't know how to get to that. We'll need to figure that out. Kids play area here if you've got a young family. Kids play area here as well. Not sure there's much further through here. We'll investigate that in a wee second. Yeah, that's pretty cool for a wee kids play area, isn't it? Another wee duty free place as well. Right, let's see if there's anywhere else. A lot of delayed flights on this board. Bit of a worry, a lot of delayed flights on this board. My flight at the moment is not 2:35, gate displaying very soon. Yeah, we'll wait and see. There's other gates here I've not been to yet, so let's continue. Okay, I missed all this. The wee sign saying boutique and shops, bars and restaurants. We might put this before the other order of a film, we'll wait and see. Bit of a mistake this. Anyway, let's head down here and we'll see what we've got. I think this flight is going to take just over 2 hours back to Edinburgh, which is not bad. I really like the short flights now. Not a fan of these big long flights. Flight I've done recently to Bulgaria. Yes, check out the videos, I gave that away. I've been to Bulgaria. It's quite long. Flights to the Canaries are quite long. So yeah, I'm more keen on the shorter flights back here. Then I've still got a bus journey, mind you. It's going to be rush hour traffic time I get back, unfortunately. We've got down the stairs, don't know. It's probably going to be an hour and 20 minutes at least, Edinburgh to Glasgow, and then after that homeward bound. The electronics shop, what else we've got here? Yeah, more upmarket shops. We've got a sport place down here, let's see what we've got down here. Random souvenir shop. Oh, a wee bistro. This is the restaurant I've seen from the other side, okay. So, yeah, I messed the video up as usual, but anyway. This is probably where I'm going to be sitting down and getting a bite to eat or something to drink. Oh, look at this. Lovely. Long queue here but to get served. Not be going there, I don't think. A wee espresso coffee is going to cost you just under £4 here. Cappuccino, a bit dearer, over £4, £4.50. Hot chocolate, about £4.50 as well. Look at this, we've got a seafood bar. Just kind of sums up Geneva really, doesn't it? Seafood bar. Does ooze money, there's no doubt in that, Geneva. Coffee and beer and snacks here as well. No spare seats by the looks of it. Okay, pasta, it's going to cost you 15 quid, just over it. Lasagna, maybe 14 quid. Give you an idea of the prices here. Coffee, beer and snack place here, okay. There's an idea of how much it's going to cost you for a spritz, about 15 quid for a cocktail. Gin and tonic, about £13. Whiskey and coke, £13. So yeah, it's pricey here, isn't it? And the beers for a half litre, it's about 8 Swiss francs, so what's that? Roughly about £7 for a beer. That's actually not a bad fare, but it's the same price in the city centre. This is it. Okay, it's sitting across from the seafood bar, watching all the people who are spending a fair bit more money than me, to be fair, over there. It's lovely over there. But how much do you think this combination cost? £8.96. It came to 9.70 Swiss francs. I just converted it £8.96. To be fair, in any other airport I've been to, this is roughly about the same price you'd pay for this kind of stuff. I've decided that I'm going to get food when I go back to Scotland. Yeah, it's not the most outrageous priced airport, is it? Okay, breaking news, been allocated B32. I've actually forgot, there's probably a passport stamp down here. I hope this is not busy. Down the stairs, so I've just came from a wee perch there across from the seafood bar, and we're going to head down the way and let's see how busy it is down here. Might be more shops and restaurants. More importantly, will I get there in time for the flight? I'm just sitting there relaxing, okay, and I'm away down here at gate B, miles away down here. Disaster this, more drama. Oh dear, big massive queue to get through the passport stamp bit. Flight leaves in about 40 minutes. Bit of a mistake, Kevin. Okay, got a bit lucky here, 40 minutes before the flight. Now I did have a bit more time, it was 55 minutes before the flight. It took 10 minutes to get through the passport stamp, and the flight is boarding, go to gate. Okay, so it's at 2:35, it's now 1:56 and we're still not at the gate. So we'll be immediately boarding, I think, at B32. Quite a bit of walking involved when you come down to these bottom B gates, so don't do what I've done and just sit across for the seafood bar relaxing. Head down here probably as soon as you can. We'll see if there's anything else down here, shops or restaurants. I doubt it. Oh my goodness, we're up to another level here, nearly there. Okay, we're now finally at the gate. There's not really much here, a couple of wee duty free offers of that. There's a wee bar and cafe here as well. I can see they've got Heineken and draft, I think. There's the gate there. It's tiny, there's hardly the room here. There's not enough room to fit the amount of people in on the flight, I don't think, to be honest with you. B32, there's B34 Manchester flight, and B31. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't come down here that early because you'd be struggling to get a seat and stuff like that. So I've almost messed up, but it's kind of worked out well because I'm not going to spend long here. We're just going to board and go straight on the flight really. You can see this queue is already stretching all the way back here. There's not enough room to queue, so not the best boarding gate. And it looks as if we're going to need to check boarding pass here. I don't know if there's another passport check here. I see people checking something. Anyway, thanks for watching to the end. Almost messed up, but kind of no point coming here much early. It's crammed in like Sardines. See you next one.